Good afternoon. It is about 10 to 1 on Sunday. It is a beautiful afternoon. I have a fresh cup of coffee, having my morning smoke. I slept in today, and it felt good. I went and did that demo job yesterday. It turned out to be like 3 hours. It was so hot. It was so hot. And we were tearing down this, I don't know, trailer, mobile home, whatever, at this trailer park. There's like definitely 2, but I think 3 that my friend is working on. What I didn't realize was she was actually dismantling them all to the ground. She's not like just smashing them down. Like, I knew that there were parts of it we were going to dismantle because I wanted the wood. But she's dismantling the whole damn thing. It's like, oh, okie dokie. So it's a lot more time consuming. And it was like, I don't know, like 31 degrees or something on Saturday. Like, it was hot. And my friend has some breathing issues. We also had to fight a couple of wasp nests. And she's allergic, so yeah, it kind of knocked her out a little bit. Breathing in, you can't help but breathe in some of that spray. And then the heat to boot and whatever. So we did about 3 hours worth and went, enough's enough, we're done. We're wussies, it's hot. I told her, because I didn't realize she'd been out there for a few days taking this thing down. There's like an extension that they put onto this thing illegally. And they've been evicted. Like, it's an empty trailer, obviously. But the way that this thing was built and added on is just like, I mean, it was put together with drywall screws, deck screws, and nails. Like, it was work taking this wood down. But she's got all the siding off of the extension, and the doors are out and everything. Some of the windows are out. But I didn't realize that she's been doing this for a few days now, like all on her own, climbing up and down this ladder. And, you know, I was like, nobody's even offered to come and like hold a ladder for you. Like, that's insane. So I told her, you know, when you're doing this, I can't help during the week because I'm working, but on the weekends, as long as I don't have stuff going on, I mean, like, ask me. I mean, all I can do is say no if I can't come, right? But, like, I hate the thought of anybody working up on ladders without somebody holding it. That's insane. I don't like heights. I don't do ladders. I won't do it at work either. I won't even go on a step stool at work. If I can't reach it from the ground, it's not getting done. Sorry. I don't have health benefits at work, so I'm getting hurt. I'm just saying. Nope. That's not happening. So, yeah, I like my feet firmly on the ground. But I'll definitely hold a ladder for you. And I will play gopher and go grab tools and shit for you. And I will do what I can do on the ground. Absolutely. I like to work. I like to be busy. And I don't like the thought of my friends working in an unsafe way. That actually really kind of pissed me off. But yeah, so we worked for like 3 hours and melted and died. And I got some wood. We took all the crap off it, all the nails and screws and whatever the hell. and packed a bunch of it into my SUV and whatever. We went inside her place for about an hour or so and cooled off, and we talked for a bit. She's a good friend, but we don't get together much. We don't talk. Like, neither of us enjoy being on the phone. So, but when we do get together, we have a good time. We have good conversation and stuff. So we did that for a bit, and I trimmed her hair a bit for her today, or yesterday. She hadn't had a haircut in a couple of years, so it's quite long. It's a lot longer than the last time I seen her. I haven't seen her for about a year, give or take. So yeah, I just gave her a little trim, cleaned it up a little bit. We packed up my car, and she gave me some stuff out of her garden. She's got some vegetables and stuff, so. Oh my goodness. So she gave me some veggies. Oh, excuse me, she offered me some eggs because I brought her a whole bunch of like 18 carton eggs. 18 like egg cartons. They hold 18 eggs. And I brought her some slats. And so she offered me eggs. And I was like, I just got a slat of eggs. Like, it's fine. So I brought all that wood home. And when I came home, I had something to eat because I was absolutely starving. And fiddled around on the Twitter a little bit. Came back out and I put all the wood back in, like, took all the wood out of my car and put it into my shed. I have this killer mosquito bite on the front of my leg that's actually sore and itchy. So yeah, put all that wood away. I'm gonna have to go into my shed today and arrange it properly so that it doesn't twist over the winter while it's sitting in my shed, because it's really decent wood, so I would like to keep it that way. I was gonna cut my grass. I've been saying it for a couple of days now, but I don't know, we'll see. I have my coworker coming over with her granddaughter, I think after dinner. I'm gonna have to message her and find out, because I can't remember what time we agreed on, but I'm gonna cut her granddaughter's hair today. And then Monkey's dad is gonna bring him home. He said sometime before dinner. I was like, okay, so I guess I'm feeding him, like, which is fine, but last time he dropped him off, he didn't say anything, and I made a big dinner, and he dropped Monkey off with a bag of McDonald's. I was not amused. Just saying. So, and then I guess once I'm done cutting my coworker's granddaughter's hair, they'll probably hang out for a little bit. So if it's still nice out, we could sit back here and shoot the shit and whatever. I do need to do some laundry today, and I need to tidy up around the house, just pick up the big chunks and stuff. It's pretty tidy, but I haven't been around much this weekend, so things are kind of in disarray. But it is super, super nice out, and I might just say screw it to everything. Just have a shower, get dressed, because I'm still in my pajamas, and just sit outside and enjoy the day, because it is very, very nice. It's not muggy, it's not cool, it's perfect. It's sunny, but there's some wind, and yeah, it's perfect. I also need to swing by the bank and take out some money. It's my coworker's granddaughter's birthday party on the 17th, so I have to go and get a card, and I think I might just get her like a gift certificate from the bookstore. We have a local bookstore that sells just about everything, and if they don't have it, they can order it for you. Like, they are fantastic. They're just a little tiny store, like a little mom and pop store. It's not a chain or anything, but they are friggin' fantastic. They're better than any Chapters, I swear, and friendlier. So I might just do that, and then I also need to take out money for Monkey because his birthday is on the 18th. So I will need to get out and order him a cake and get him a card and a present. I want to take that money out of my account before I spend it. And then Boo Boo is going into Windsor today with a buddy. They are going to an Alice Cooper concert tonight. So he's in there getting ready now. His buddy should be here shortly. I think he said he was getting picked up around 1. So if I didn't miss them when I went to grab a coffee, he might have showed up a little early. I don't know. I honestly don't know if Boo Boo's home right now or not. So he'll have a good time. Alice Cooper is awesome. Yeah. He puts on the best shows. I can't remember if he has seen him before or not. I think he has, but I don't remember. I've seen him several times. I love him. I love Alice Cooper. Alice is God. Rob Zombie is king. Alice is God. Just saying. So they'll have a good time. I'm thinking he should be home by about midnight, 1 o'clock, which is fine. He's like, go to bed this time, because last time they went to Toronto with my brother to see, I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 bands or something, and there was all kinds of ish about what time they were coming home, and they were supposed to get a hotel, and then my brother canceled the hotel, and they didn't pull into my driveway until like it was damn near 5 o'clock in the morning. I was livid. Thankfully I wasn't working. Excuse me. Thankfully I wasn't working that day, so that was okay, but it totally screwed my day the next day, of course. So I was not impressed. But I think it's just Boo Boo and his one buddy tonight that are going. And so yeah, they should be home by about 1. Maybe 1:30 at the latest if there's any kind of traffic or anything. The hardest part, I think, about a concert in Windsor is just like any other place, getting out of the concert, right? I don't think it's, I don't think the roads themselves be crazy busy at that hour. It's not like Toronto. Windsor's a smaller town, a smaller city. So that should be fine, because I do work on Monday mornings, so, and I won't go to bed until I know that Babe was home. So I don't usually go to bed until somewhere between 12:30 and 2. So as long as he's home before I'm ready for bed, it is all kinds of good. Oh, and I have to apologize about my video for Saturday. There was all kinds of ish going on in that video. I was trying to get my kitty friend on camera because she was being antisocial and decided she didn't love me that day. Because she came over and she was whining at me, but she wouldn't come over here so that I could pet her. She would just sort of stand over where I used to keep the pool and meow at me. But she wouldn't come over. So I flipped my camera over to film her a little bit. And when I went to flip it back, I hit stop instead. So that just kind of ended the video. I usually when I do stupid-ish like that, I'll film an outro and then edit it. But the last time I went to use my editing software, it just it didn't work. Like it edited everything together, but then to export it, I tried like 4 times and it kept telling me there was an error, and I just gave up. Whatever. I don't know if the program needs an update. It doesn't give me an option for that. Or if there was just a problem on their end. I don't know. But I wasn't going through that again. So I just ended the video and I put a description in explaining what happened. And then when I uploaded it from my phone to YouTube, I went in and I set it to go public on Saturday. And I thought I had put it Saturday at 2:30 in the afternoon. And I think what I did was Saturday at 2:30 in the morning. So, I don't know. It was weird. But anyway, that's what happened. The trials and tribulations of YouTubing. Oh, I went in and was curious. I was just checking my analytics, because when I went and checked in last time, there was all kinds of weirdness with my numbers. Like, I don't pull huge numbers, okay? But I feel in my little corner of the YouTubes, I pull in numbers that I'm happy with. But I'm looking at these numbers thinking, that's not right. That's not right. I've been doing this a year. I have a steady stream of people that watch my videos. I know who my regulars are. And those numbers are not correct. They were like just random and weird and didn't make sense to me. And so when I was looking at the big picture, like it gives you an overall thing, it was saying, and it had like question marks in all the boxes, and I was like, what the hell is that? I'm still learning a lot about YouTube, okay? YouTube is very nonsensical and random and weird. It's, yeah. So I'm putting my clicker on these arrows because I have learned that if those pop up, if you hover on it, it'll give you an explanation of what's going on. So I did that, and apparently there was all kinds of weirdness going, like randomly throughout YouTube, with people's numbers being really wonky. And it was like a 5-day thing or whatever. Like it wasn't just like a couple of days. That happens all the time. And they're usually 2 or 3 days behind. Well, they're usually about 2 days behind with the numbers anyway. But this was saying that there was like 5 days. So with the 5 days plus the normal 2, it was like a week behind on everything. And I was like, okay, well that explains some stuff. Cool, that's fine. They'll go in and fix it. It'll be fine. So the other day I went in just to see if they had fixed anything, because they didn't send an email, or like they don't communicate with their platform users at all. Unless you have a problem and you make first contact, you might hear something from them. Especially if you're a smaller YouTuber and you're not making them any actual money, like me. So I went back in the other day and I was looking, and it tells you your views for the last, like, I think it's 48 hours. And I had shot up from either none or like 2 to like 34. I was like, unless I put up a short, that was way more than usual. So I was like, oh, well, that's nice. Cool. And a lot of it, like when you click on it, it shows you everything that people have been watching for the date range, right? So usually it's for like the month. Like I think it runs about a month behind. Like I said, I'm still learning all this stuff. I don't understand YouTube Studio at all. It's all graphs and percentages and whatever, and I'm dyslexic, and my brain just goes, nope. Nope. We're not dealing with all that. But it was really surprising to see. I mean, I was really happy about it, but I was surprised. So when I clicked on it to see what people were watching, because I want to know what people are interested in, right? I can talk more about that or whatever, right? Like, it was a lot of my semi-older videos. So I think what I might do is just go in and see the amount of views on certain videos, and then go in and see what I was talking about, because I don't remember. And if those topics were, more attention grabbing to people, maybe I'll talk a little bit, like expand more on whatever that topic was. I don't know. But I don't know if that will cause me fake views. Like if I go into YouTube Studio and view a video, I know if I'm doing it from an editing standpoint, I'm pretty sure it doesn't count toward my views. But I don't know if I just go in and like into YouTube Studio and click on a video, will that fuck up my numbers, if that makes sense? I don't know. Like I don't want to do that. I don't want fake views. I don't want I don't want that. I want to know what people are genuinely interested in. So I don't know. But that's an idea that I have. I might just, make some quick notes on what people seem to be interested in viewing or interested in clicking on, and expand more on that. So I thought that was extremely interesting. I was like, oh, okay. And there's like a pyramid chart in YouTube Studio. And at the top, it shows how much YouTube is recommending your channel, and that percentage seems to have gone up a bit, which is nice. So I'm getting a little bit more into the algorithm. So that made me feel good. I mean, I've been doing this for about a year, and when I first started, I was uploading 2, sometimes 3 times a day. 0 editing, mind you. I still don't edit. I do sometimes. But I'm really bad at it. But it's nice to see that people are taking interest. The big moths are coming in. They're attacking me. So yeah, I just thought that was super interesting. I wish I understood it better. I wish there was like a helpline that you could call or email or live chat. I mean, I don't do any of that shit, but I mean, in that instance, I would make a phone call. Because technologically, I'm absolutely stupid. Not technological, okay? But it would be nice to be able to talk to somebody and be like, okay, what does this mean? And how does this part work? right? Like when you're into the YouTube studio, because I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it at all. I noticed that they're trying to make things easier by putting in like this research thing or whatever, so you can type in words and it'll come back and tell you what words are like algorithm triggering, I guess, like for your page, for your audience. I've tried it a couple of times, typing things related to what I'm talking about in a video into the search, so that I can put, you know, a hyped word or whatever in my title to try and push it into the algorithm. But I think sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like anything else. But I appreciated the gesture from YouTube. Because there's not a lot of help for small channels. They don't offer, you're not offered a community page, so you can't communicate with your audience outside of videos. You don't have contact to YouTube unless you go on to Twitter and Twitter at YouTube, you know. And even then, good luck for them getting a hold of you, getting back to you, because you mean nothing to them, right? Like, until the day that you're in the partnership program, they don't really care about you. And even then, I think it's, you know, a crapshoot. But I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It's sometimes therapeutic. Hang on a second here. It's too windy. So yeah, I find that with Twitter too. Like, I've always heard that Twitter's this huge dumpster fire and it's toxic and everybody's and whatever, you know. It's like the angriest place. It's the opposite of Disneyland, right? It's the angriest place on earth. And I started my Twitter account, I don't know, this summer. I don't remember when. And, well, maybe it was late winter, early spring, something like that. And I have found that if you find your people on Twitter, like people with a similar sense of humor, similar interests, and you stay in that lane, you're fine. Don't engage with the crazy, and the crazy won't go on your page. And honestly, I have to say that the friendliest, most engaging people that I have found on Twitter is the horror community. Hands down. I mean, I interact a lot with my drag queens that I follow on Twitter, and they do interact back and comment and like and whatever, and it's nice. But the horror community, like the people that are into all the spooky stuff, Halloween and horror movies most especially, and, you know, art and all that stuff, extremely welcoming, extremely friendly, and very, very engaging. Comment back and forth and make jokes and whatever. Like, I love it. I love it so much. I'm on way too much. Way too much. I have been really enjoying Twitter the last maybe month or so. It's been a good time. And it's funny because it all seems to be people in and around my age. There are some, of course, that are much younger, but most of them, I think, are somewhere in and around my age, which is very nice. I don't understand Twitter at all. I don't understand, like, people do polls and whatever. I don't understand how to do any of that stuff. Maybe I haven't been on long enough and I can't. I don't know. Maybe there's a site that you go to do like a separate but affiliated site that you go to do all that stuff. I have no idea, but okay, baby, you have fun. Text me when you're leaving, please. Good boy. And he's off. He's got his face all painted. So, ooh, look at that. We're at the half-minute mark. So I'm going to boot. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. Probably a couple more cigarettes out here in my back patio. I have to get my pool liner and stuff put away. I have it all rolled up, but I need to tie it up and put it away. And I'll need my buddy for that. I could drag it in, but I don't want a chance ripping the liner. That would suck. Oh, so the reason I got all this wood, well, I got some of it, I'm going to get more from my friend, is that I want to gate off the rest of my backyard. Or fence off, gate off. You know what I mean. Because I want to order in the spring a permanent above ground pool. And for that I have to legally fence off the rest of my backyard. The laws are different with the tear down pools, they don't care. But for a permanent one, they want a minimum 6-foot fence around your, to fence off your yard. You can see behind me, there is a fence. But then, I'm not going to flip it because I'll probably turn it off again. Where I keep my pool is open, so anybody can just walk into my backyard. So this wood is to finish that, so that my yard is completely fenced off. And I want this pool put in. And, yeah, so I am super excited about that because I found, I think it was last summer, my girlfriend got one. And she sent me the link that she ordered from. And you can get, if I had known this years ago, I wouldn't have bothered with these teardown pools. Because I have paid for a teardown pool probably twice now with buying these. Or, yeah, I've paid for a proper pool twice in buying these teardown pools. Because I've bought 2 of them. They're like $1,000, almost, to buy these teardown pools. And a permanent above ground pool is just over $1,000. So with delivery and setup, it's probably around $2,000. Like, come on now. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I have the link in my phone. What I might actually do is phone them and talk, because I don't know anything about, like, do I need extra work done? Like, I'm probably going to need some leveling done because I want it slightly off this extra patio I have here, because I want room between the fence I'm going to build and the pool to walk around the entire pool. But I don't want it all out on the grass because I don't want to lose yard. So I want to talk to somebody, and I don't know if I need to put, like, the pump in my shed, in which case I think I have to up the ampage of my shed. Like, I don't know. Either way, whether it's inside or outside, I don't know if I need to up the ampage of my shed or not. Like, I don't even know what the ampage of my shed is. So, I know I can run a lawnmower because I plug my lawnmower in it all the time. And I used to plug the teardown pool into it, and I can run that pump and my lawnmower. But for an actual above ground, like a permanent above ground pool, the pump is bigger, it's stronger, it takes more ampage. So these are things I need to look into, but I'm so excited about that. Oh my god. I want to do that so bad. I've wanted to do that for a while, but I thought they were so much more expensive, and they're not, apparently. So anyway, it's 34 minutes into now, so I'm gonna boot. Anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope your weekend is fabulous. This is go up Monday, so hope everybody is rested and prepared for the week ahead. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.